No, we knew it was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen. It looks like AOC is trying very hard to replace Kamala Harris as the queen of the word salad. Maybe even she wants to be president, I'm thinking. Anyway, it's moments like this, like seeing an end to the fruitless, embarrassing Democrat shutdown that really ignites and highlights a useless member of Congress like AOC. And here she is in her full, useless, utterly useless glory.
Because when we teach ourselves or when we integrate this idea that being low income is, or earning a low income is our fault, as opposed to the fact that this is actually, there's like actually a very extractive and exploitative system set up by corporations and people in power, that frankly, incomes that shouldn't even be legal in the United States that are so low are legal in the first place. Like, that is the sleight of hand that's happening here. So people want to blame people for being on WIC, but they don't want to blame some of the largest employers in this country for forcing hundreds of thousands of people to need WIC in the first place because they're paying them so little.
Extractive and exploitative. So it's the employer's fault that you're a barista until the idiot people of America decided to make you a congresswoman. So it's the employer's fault that you're not able to make ends meet. Well, how's this? Go get another job or get an education, AOC. Everyone can't fool the American people into hiring them as a congressperson. When AOC isn't delivering that type of word salad, she's also pretty good at spreading some serious distortions of the truth, like this whopper right here claiming that members of MAGA are asking her to join their new little far left coalition of America in hating socialists.
I want to say this right now. I fully welcome Trump voters into our coalition. And I know that sounds crazy to some people, but just hear me out. I cannot tell you, it just happened to me like 2 weeks ago. I can't tell you how many times someone has pulled me aside and said either I was once a big Trump voter and a Trump supporter and I watched Fox News every day, but then I started to kind of expand my world and where I got information. And now I've learned and now I've changed and I'm with you and I learn from you. Or people who meet me who are really big Republicans now and they are shocked when they meet me because they're like, you are nothing like I was told you are.
It happens all the time, huh? AOC, they come up to you and like, I'm a Trump supporter, but I really want to be like you guys. I really want gas to go to $7 a gallon again. I really want to not be able to afford a loaf of bread and eggs. I can't wait till all the illegals in the world are coming through our southern border, taking all our stuff. Can't wait for that. BS, AOC, BS. I call BS on that. Not one MAGA would hook up with your wing of the Democrat Party, the socialist wing of the Democrat Party. Speaking of useless members of Congress, this Democrat hero, Jasmine Crockett, has a nerve to stand next to a drag queen and insult the appearance of a MAGA woman.
Okay, a lot of the MAGA women receive gender-affirming care, such as lip fillers, breast augmentation, etc. Why do you think they are so against gender-affirming care for trans people?
You know you want to say it.
Okay, so I have this thing where, like, you know a MAGA woman when you see one.
1000%.
They all have a look,
Big
right?
back,
but they, like, they lips be up to, anyway, that's a whole other issue. But yeah, they don't even know. Because when that was brought up on the House floor, because there was a discussion about this on the House floor, they were like, how dare you say we use, and it's like, no, that's exactly what y'all do. Y'all just didn't realize that that's what it is. But okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even know what a woman is. Remember, Ketanji Brown Jackson couldn't even define what a woman is. And you clowns think that men can have babies. You still believe men can have babies, you weirdos. You worried about MAGA women? At least MAGA women are women. I've said it here before. I'll say it again. The reason the Democrats so badly want to remove Senator John Fetterman from his post is because he's become the only member of their party who's not afraid to tell the truth and to speak common sense as he sees it at times.
You said, quote, I've drunk deeply of the venom of both the left and the right. As a connoisseur, I can confirm that the most poisonous, the bitterest, is from the far left. That is pretty remarkable to hear you say that. that as an elected Democrat. Why?
Yeah. No. It's just been my personal experience on this thing. And when I asked my digital team, I said, we're on all the platforms. Really, what's kind of the harshest? What's kind of the most personal? And the answer was immediate. They said, "Oh, blue sky. It's blue sky." And the difference is, the right would say really rough things and names. Some names I won't repeat on TV, but the on the left, it was like they want me to die, or that we're cheering for your next stroke, or that's terrible that depression won. Why couldn't the depression won?
That's the party. That's their party. Had a stroke, came out of the stroke with some common sense, and Democrats can't handle it. JFK's grandson, Jack Schlossberg, coming out so hateful and aggressive isn't what I had on my bingo card. Then again, Schlossberg, well, he's been drinking the Democrat Party Kool-Aid for some time now, so I guess this isn't much of a surprise. Watch.
Caged one and put it in his cabinet, a rabid dog in his cabinet, put a collar on my cousin, RFK Jr., and has him there barking, spreading lies and spreading misinformation.
You were the first member of your family to come out and criticize him publicly. What do you say to voters who now see the Kennedy name and associate it with your cousin's policies?
I don't think there's anything anyone can do to change what JFK, my grandparents, my mom, my Uncle John stood for. Nobody's that powerful. But RFK Jr. is a dangerous person who has making life and death decisions as Secretary of Health and Human Services. And you don't just have to take my word for it. Now we have an actual record to go on.
That young man is Caroline Kennedy's son. She's telling him not to run. Maybe we should all tell him not to run. He wants to run. Reminder, Schlossberg, by the way, is planning to run for Jerry Nadler's seat in Congress, a guy right here who's 32, has zero political experience, except he's got the name. But he did work for Vogue magazine.
She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride, but she don't care.
You know what? He should run. Just run for Nadler's seat. Just go for it. There's got to be a good conservative that can take that seat away from those. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. The BBC about to find out the portion of the proceedings after slandering President Trump, as we already told you about a couple of times. But watch this pathetic attempt to spin it where it's somehow the president's fault that the BBC blatantly lied and selectively edited a video to defame the leader of the free world. Watch.
And the thing that worries me most about how this has all unfolded is the fact that when Donald Trump got involved and called the BBC corrupt, that we've had these two resignations overnight, and we've now had his press secretary claiming this as a victory for Trump. Now, the BBC belongs to Britain, and I think we should all be concerned whether it's foreign powers or indeed domestic powers, and we know that there are the likes of Farage and Reform who would love to see the BBC destroyed. That really worries me because we cannot see the Trumpification of our politics and our media landscape.
A little anecdotal here. I do a lot of hits for foreign media services. BBC is of the left, as far left. They're as bad as MSNBC. I'm telling you, they are as Trump deranged as MSNBC. So for her to claim that it's somehow Trump's fault that they selectively edited his comments and now they're caught red-handed is absolute BS. You know, the left loves to paint the president as one of the worst human beings ever. They compare him and us, people who support him, as Nazis, Hitler, fascists. All of it, of course, is slander, and it's disgusting, frankly, but it's also desperate because they know that if all of America sees the real Donald Trump, it would work against them. Here's the family of Ozzy Osbourne highlighting one of those very telling moments.
I mean, should we play the voicemail?
Yeah.
Not saying who it's from. Everyone will know.
Hi, Sharon. It's Donald Trump, and I just wanted to wish you the best and the family of great. Ozzy was amazing. He was an amazing guy. I met him a few times, and I want to tell you, he was unique in every way and talented. So I just wanted to wish you the best, and it's a tough thing. I know how close you were, and whatever I can do, take care of yourself. Say hello to the family. Thanks. Bye.
Love him or hate him, he didn't have to call and leave a voicemail.
Listen, when it comes to politics, we know nobody comes out a winner.
Yeah. You know, love him or hate him, the guy's human. You know, they paint him as some sort of robotic fascist bigot. Tell you a story about Donald Trump one day. All right, we'll be back. 2.5 minutes.